When I was making this, you see this white over this figure here, I extended it very solidly over this area, right to the outer edge. And then I felt a little while later instinctively to just sort of drag it off. But when I did, I suddenly got this surprise because I realised that it left behind these cats. It's very strange because it's almost like the alchemy thing that I was describing as well when I was talking about my drawings.
But you've been doing these kind of drawings for a while, or?
Yeah, about 10 years.
What made you stop?
Good question. I had a kind of a major loss in my life. I kind of just decided my only means of coping with that was to just retreat to make some paintings and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the process of doing that, I decided to just let go of any conscious control. And it was fascinating because suddenly all these people and all these animals and all these things were coming out in the paintings, and it was as though I felt as though something almost from another dimension was kind of trying to communicate with me.
Mm-hmm.
and trying to give me some form of answer as to kind of what had happened, because it was a bit of an unexplained situation. And I really found it exciting, and I was so kind of amazed by it. I'd got to know a medium. At first she would teach you how to kind of connect with people and all that kind of thing. She had actually booked somebody to come in, for us to do this reading for, and it was actually really hairy because I had never done anything like that before. But somehow, amazingly, my hand just flew across the paper. I knew what colour to pick up, I knew what mark to make. It was the most amazing kind of feeling inside of this extraordinary sense of connectedness and connectedness with the person, but also just this odd kind of facility that I had to kind of flow with it and everything. Over those years, I had to work out how to read the information, so I had to learn what all the colours meant. And it had to be what they meant to me personally. I had to learn what kind of like dots meant and what circles meant, what those animals meant, what were they doing. There are a couple of people here looking back into the past. That these people had quite an influence upon you somehow, and it kind of created something new for you because there's lots of turquoise running through it. I feel as though you kind of almost, on some level, because it's quite kind of squared off to the past, it's almost as though you kind of went like that a bit to the past, and this is in your kind of heart area. You might be having to deal with some old pain. Does any of that make sense to you?
A lot of it. And I have just been revisiting things from my childhood that have been quite hurtful.
Right.
Have made me very angry.
Okay.
And in fact, I'm finding my way through it now.
There's something about a relationship here, and about that being about growth. And it's kind of interesting because it kind of plays with these shapes of kind of almost like eyes, but also circles. So circles tend to be about focus.
It's interesting because I've just rekindled, I would say, a love I had a few years ago that was very abruptly cut off, but was something that never actually ended.
Because there's this very much this spiritual presence over it, it's like...
It's protecting it. If we disappear from each other again, we'll find each other again. It's going to happen anyway.
It's lovely as well. It's got such a joyful feeling about it. But actually, as a combination of colours, it's kind of a blossoming